And they all said, we have a great crowd. We don't have time for the national anthem. I said, yes, we do. We have time for the national anthem, right? And we have a young lady that is going to sing. And I said, what are you doing? She said, well, I was supposed to sing, but they had time because of the television cameras. They couldn't do it. I said, guess what? We're going to do the national anthem, okay? So, Sherry Wilkins, come up. Sherry, come on, Sherry.
And we're going to have her sing it since they don't want this to be heard. Then I'm going to get Tim Kennedy's take. Why are they so afraid of Americana? I mean, it's just, this is what made this country great. Even if we've been hijacked, the elite run the country. Why would they want to get rid of this? Because they're globalists.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what, oh, say, does that star-spangled
look at them. They're women that love Trump. I'm telling you, women do like me. I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, let's say that on air. Go ahead and make that point. Yeah, Tito Ortiz, yeah. Oh, you're live. Tell folks.
The bald guy right behind him, whose face you can see right now.
Behind Trump's.
Yeah, that's
God
former light heavyweight champion, Tito Ortiz. He was one of the longest reigning champions in the UFC. It's crazy that he's there.
You know what's exciting? Because we actually have the raw footage. We're not just showing what we want. It's live feeds every day. And it's like half the people are Hispanic going in.
No, he's racist, though. No, that's not possible.
But I love how they tell Hispanics that are like almost half the country now. It's their country. They can't have red, white, and blue. They can't have private property. They can't have guns. They can't have Americana. They're supposed to be Bernie supporters. I mean, what are they going to do when he has a landslide of Hispanic voters?
He's going to have a landslide of Hispanic voters because he understands what makes this country great. And it is capitalism, it's hard work, and those are people that believe in hard work. You know, like if when I'm looking for to somebody to work with, and I was like, oh, this is a Mexican-American, second generation immigrant, cannot wait to work with you because that is going to be a hard worker guy.
You know, it is actually a cliche, but it's true that third, fourth generation white people and in certain extent black folks, and of course that's a cliche. A lot of folks are hard workers, they're white. It is true that second generation Hispanics are some of the hardest working folks out there.
Unbelievable. They work so hard every chance they get. So they put me to shame sometimes.
And so they're responding to family and sovereignty and lower taxes.
So people, they're scared. They're scared of this idea that he's bringing back patriotism. You know, this globalism is the thing. It's the thing that they want everybody to love. And when you're proud to be an American, when you're proud to put up the American flag, when you're proud to sing the Star-Spangled Banner, that undermines everything they're trying to achieve. It undermines their authority.
Exactly. To be clear, I didn't edit that. That was the clip from Fox. They edited it down because I guess they didn't want to hear the whole Star-Spangled Banner or whoever edited that at Fox. And the rest of me didn't even want it to be seen. But exactly. And it's not that America's perfect. Sometimes they use our images for bad things. And when I see that happening, I say it. But overall, everybody wanted to come here because we were better. The idea was better. And that's why they're so scared of it. Go ahead, Tim.
The idea still is better. It was, yes, it was better than, you know.
And it is.
It still is. And they don't want people to understand that. They don't want people to look back and remember, okay, this is what a tyrannical government looks like. This is what overtaxation looks like. This is what happens when you lose your freedoms. That's why we had a revolution. So they don't want us to look back. Looking back is being patriotic. It's recognizing what happened, what changed
our roots.
Our roots. And now we are at a point where we have somebody that's saying, no, let's remember who we were. Let's make us great again. And being patriotic is a good thing to do.
Overall, I mean, obviously, a Hillary versus Trump campaign. He is the presumptive nominee now. He's clinched the delegates. Who are you supporting?
I hate Hillary so much, I would vote for anybody but her. You know, she should be in handcuffs. But, you know, between Hillary and Trump, I'm voting for Trump.
Sure. And I mean, obviously, you still work at the Pentagon. You do a lot of secretive stuff. And they pressure troops to not be able to have their own views. But as a citizen, I mean, give us your real take on Trump, because I don't completely trust him either. In some cases, he's been too liberal for me. But the power structure is so scared of him. The Chinese communists, the Saudi Arabian government telling me I can't have him. I mean, they're scared of him because he's his own real guy. Why do you think they're so scared of him? And what are your issues with Trump?
You know, I'm a libertarian constitutionalist, so I believe in freedom. I don't care, you know, if my neighbor's gay with his beautiful husband and wants to smoke heroin so they can raise their goat, that's going to be their kid because that's what they believe it identifies as. Awesome. Live your life. Do it. And let me go shoot my guns, have my barbecue, ride my motorcycle, and enjoy my beer. I'm worried sometimes that Trump, he's a Republican now.
He's a little too authoritarian, I guess.
He is. I want, just get out of my life, government. Let me live.
But we know Hillary's authoritarian, but I get you.
And, it was just a few years ago where, he's helping and supporting people in the Democratic Party. Now I'm saying, okay, obviously Reagan had a change of opinion. And
I agree. I'll tell you this, though. Trump knows now if he doesn't deliver, he will be anathema because he's in a special zeitgeist right now. He's tied into Americana. He better try to deliver or he won't be. His name will now be the new Benedict Arnold.
Yeah. 100%. This is his chance. And if it goes away, his hotels are gone, his business, his corporation, he put all the chips on the table. He doubled down.
Well, he's told me, I'm not going to get into it because it's private stuff, but let me just tell you, he's either the best liar in the world or he has known this all along and actually suckered them and has been positioning himself to try to destroy the republic. And the word is, this is real. And I've been told that by Secret Service people. I've been told that by high-level other folks. They say, no, Trump was a listener of yours 5 years ago. Trump knows about this. Trump, of course, he said on air.
Yeah.
He's only 40 years, so we'll see.
God will hope.
Look, they got his phone tapped, and they're scared for real. This isn't fake scared in my view. What do you think?
He will destroy everything they've worked so hard for since Carter.
If he delivers.
If he delivers, it will erode and destroy.
If he delivers, I don't want to say he's the new George Washington because he didn't, fight for 6 years against all the odds, but politically he's the new George Washington.
Yeah, he will overthrow the power struggle and the creation of this state, this global. We're going to hold everybody's hands. We're going to be tolerant, politically correct. Whatever this new version, we're going to tax you. We're going to create toll roads, even though we already taxed you to create them. We're going to have income tax, sales tax. We're
going to screw you over and call it liberal.
Yeah, it's gone. And that scares them to their core.
Absolutely. The truth is, if he just does fair trade deals that aren't one-sided and does things like passes a law so they cut the corporate tax, they bring the money back, that right there is like untying a boat from the dock, where the engine's going, but you won't go. You untie the rope. It's not that hard to fix the country.
No, we say it's not that hard. If I was in that position, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Well, a lot of economists I talk to, the truth is under globalism, they've got managed economies. They want communism in China, a few other places, managed kind of slavery in India, and then they leverage out all the other. There's a global takeover going on. And you do a few things like cut taxes on poor people in the middle class like Kennedy did. Tax receipts double the next year. They know you cut taxes, more money comes in. They want them high to control people. I don't understand how people don't understand economics. This is pretty 1 + 1 = 2. And when you start deducting... You cut people's taxes by half, they're going to buy a ton of stuff. The economy's going to roar.
This is fantastic.
People are going to invest. They're going to feel good.
And when you think that, okay, I'm going to bring the standard of living in India up, what's going to happen to America that's here? There's only one way that can happen. There's only so much finite money. Ours will decrease.
Exactly. And that's the standard global line. And you're right. The truth is, the way they set it up, it doesn't even get real money to the Indians. In many cases, they get poorer, but their elite get richer.
And everyone here gets poorer.
Well, that's what Ross Perot famously said. He said, look, I play the close. He goes, they're paid on average $42 in Canada, factory worker. We're paid on average about $25. Now, 2 years ago, they got rid of their tariffs, and they opened it up, and now they've dropped down to about $25. Within 2 years of us with Mexico, we're average paid about $2 an hour, factory worker. We're going to be down to about $10. It happened.
That was a pretty good impression as well.
But, it's just, this guy made like $10 billion on his own. He knows what he's talking about. Ross Perot said, I manufacture stuff. I'm going to have to move to Mexico. And pretty soon, even though we're $10 an hour, they'll pay him $5 an hour now in Mexico. It went up some. You can't compete. Everything's going to Mexico. And is Mexico better off now, Tim?
They absolutely are.
Yeah. Other than the huge drug war that's going on. But, yeah, some of the factory work, some of their elites are better off. Well, look, I'm here asking the questions. I don't want to get into too much inside baseball, but big UFC announcements are coming in the next month or so.
Yeah, we can't talk about it. So all we can say is I got something great coming.
I'm not going to talk about it. I'm like, shh. Don't tell anybody.
Dana White here?
No, Dana White will kick my butt.
I won't even tell you because...
Yeah. He hadn't told me. No, but let's just say this. A little bird was going to tell me, and I said, don't tell me. I'm a good boy.
Thank you.
Tim, if you don't know this, I'm somebody that keeps secrets really good in this job. It's not like your job, but you got to keep secrets absolutely or you get killed.
Go to jail. No, that's not necessarily the case because apparently you can have your own email server and then share circuits.
I'm glad you brought up Hillary. General Petraeus.
I didn't bring up. I was just talking about private email servers that.
But General Petraeus had like 3 pieces of paper that was his job in his desk. and he got indicted and had to plead guilty. But Hillary got caught lying with thousands of things. New foreign governments were on there. The word is she was putting it on there, letting it get stolen with plausible deniability. They would then put millions in her deal.
That's criminal. Why is that person doing this not in jail? Why has not Trump attacked her? I mean, it's black and white to me, okay? Like, you did something wrong, you broke policy and broke the law, and now you're running for president. How can you not say, this is wrong? You cannot do this. You have to.
Well, I'll say this. If someone saying Delta Force gave out information like Hillary does, they would get life in prison probably. Yeah.
Or have to fall on your own sword, just like, and then you're dead. No, we don't really kill ourselves. But yeah, I would go, it would be a court martial. I would go to jail and I would never see the light of day again, I don't think. Seriously. If I did what she did with confidential documents, if I took something off of, if I took secret things and put them on a private server, I'm done.
Well, you know, when you're leaving a building, you're facing life in prison with it in your briefcase.
Yeah. The laws are very, very clear. The policies are very, very clear. They're black and white. There's no confusion. There's no, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. You know exactly what you're allowed to do. And
well, in fairness to Trump, he has said, hey, Bill Clinton's been connected to rape. Hey, Vince Foster murder. He has talked about some of the email. But what he does is when they attack him, he triples down. And I agree with you. I think he ought to just great guns, annihilate her now. He already surged ahead of her in polls as soon as he took the gloves off. And I happen to know Roger Stone, you know, Stone doesn't like to brag, but just like quiet professionals don't. But, you know, he's been, Trump is now in the Stone zone to a great extent, and you're seeing the results. Roger Stone is super smart.
It's a long way to November, but if this trend continues, it's hopefully she'll be in jail and we'll have a.
Well, I tell you, I agree. I've been thinking she's too big to fail, but I've been sensing the establishment knows they don't want her in there. She'll screw the, you know, even the establishment's not one group is what I'm saying. And look at this. The inspector general comes out and says, yeah, she had thousands of secret things. She lied about it. Well, of course she lied about it. So what do we do? I mean, what happens if she doesn't get indicted?
Maybe over the course of the next few months, as the election continues to roll, these little bits of information that will continue to trickle out. You know, we'll get tiny bits of information. I don't know why it's bit at a time. New emails are released, a little bit more. Just tell us the truth. Why is this a new concept that you can go?
Yeah, the Chinese government and the Russians all got to be on her server. It's all out there. Why don't we get to know?
Just tell us the truth. Why have we forgotten that the truth is the thing that always wins? So just let us, the people, decide what's right and wrong and give us the truth.
You know, it's on the emails. Every day they release more. It's like her not letting small companies drill in America, but making sure that people can drill in, say, Africa.
Yeah.
Just everything is about not letting us operate. Because that's how they get power. They go to foreign nationals and go, I'll shut down America. That'll boost your interest. Yeah. Oh, I hear her laughing. Is that Hillary?
She's laughing at us.
Including FBI officials looking into whether national security was compromised because including FBI officials looking into whether national security was compromised because
How can you laugh?
By the way, rewind that. She's worse than the Joker. I mean, that's worse than a Batman movie, the way she's acting, because she's just sitting there. That's real, laughing at him when he brings stuff up. Can we play that again?
You violated laws.
including FBI officials looking into whether national security was compromised because including
the contempt
FBI
that you have to have.
Well, Brian Williams lost his job because he was stolen glory, claimed he was in a helicopter that got shot down. She did the same thing, said they got shot up on the ground with sniper fire. Wasn't true.
When she was going to Kosovo.
Yeah.
Isn't that what she said?
Yeah.
It's weird. I just landed in Kosovo last week into Pristina, beautiful place. I was greeted with a warm latte and a whole bunch of beautiful guys and girls that were like dancing and cheering. And that's Kosovo. So, yeah, she's a liar.
Oh, it's on tape the time she landed. And it was kids giving her stuff. It was families. It was dancers, like you said.
It's a beautiful place. But the fact that you could just say, like, oh, I was under sniper fire when I was there, but now I'm running for president? The truth is gone. The truth is irrelevant. All that matters.
Because she's got all these zombies that are going to vote for her just because she's a woman. In your gut, do you think Trump's going to win, or do you think she'll steal it? Or
I don't see a way that she can win. I don't understand.
She does have a sense of just about to fall.
She does. The only thing that scares me about her is she will say anything to anyone to gain their approval and ultimately their vote. She'll lie. She'll cheat.